Hey there, what is going on guys? Today we are going to be checking out 10 survival island seeds for Minecraft 1.17. But before getting into that, I have a special message from today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Dragon City. Thanks to them for this paid partnership opportunity. Download the free-to-play game and become a Dragon Master and take advantage of the special reward with the link below. In Dragon City, you can collect over 1,000 different dragons, and you can build your own Dragon City. Who wouldn't want to build their own city of dragons? Seems incredible to me. It's also sort of like Minecraft because you can breed 2 dragons to get some new ones. Then you can feed them and watch them evolve. You can train your dragons too and then take them into battle, which will make them more powerful. Do you want to play against your friends or other people? Well, there are different PvP modes that allow you to do just that by challenging friends and other Dragon Masters. Every week, you can find new adventures on Dragon City and several events. You can even find many of your favorite YouTubers in Dragon City, like Dream, George Not Found, Eddie VR, and others. Go ahead and check the link in the description to get a special free reward of 15,000 food, 30,000 gold, and the very rare Thief Chief Dragon. And make sure to hurry, because this is only available for new users and only until July 1st. Make sure you have the latest version of the game, otherwise you won't get the reward. So go download Dragon City today with the link in the description and claim your exclusive reward. Let's go ahead and start off with this seed here, which is actually a forest island. It's got this one big section here with this hill island, and then a little piece of land broke off over here. With it being a forest, you obviously get a ton of trees here with both birch and oak trees. In the middle of the island, you have this massive cave entrance, though it just leads to water. However, you do see the non-updated water source being stationary here and not flowing, which is interesting. Speaking of water, the island generates surrounded by a deep, cold ocean biome. The closest ocean monument in this seed is about 85 blocks to the southwest of the island. You can see just how close it is here. It generates on the edge of another island, and it generates on the edge of the deep cold ocean and normal deep ocean. If you look at the map, you can see that there are 2 pink locations, which represents a mushroom island biome. This is the closer of the 2 mushroom biomes. It's about 320 blocks or so away from the spawn island. It actually generates right next to some icebergs. This is the second island. It's actually over 900 blocks away from the spawn island, but it is definitely a bit bigger than the other mushroom island. So yeah, this first survival island we see today is a good starter island with a ton of trees and an ocean monument nearby. This is a seed that is actually pretty big for a survival island. It generates surrounded by a deep ocean. On the island, we can find a mix of oak trees and birch trees. There's also a little pond on the island. Oh, and some horses too. There's another island right nearby which actually has a village on it. It's a pretty standard plains village with buildings and paths generating in the water. There's also a shipwreck partly buried into this island too. The shipwreck is made out of oak, birch, dark oak, and jungle wood. Inside of the first shipwreck chest, I found this loot. And this is the loot in the second chest, and the third chest. Looking at the map, we can see that there are 3 ocean monuments within a close distance from spawn. This is the first one. It's about 300 blocks away from the spawn island. It's right next to the shipwreck and village island. And this is the second one. It's closer than the first one, with it only being about 230 blocks from the spawn island. It has a ruined portal right next to it. I love all the bubbles around the portal. I found this loot in the chest. Finally, this is the last ocean monument. It's about 250 blocks away from the spawn island. It generates in the same spot as an ocean ruin and shipwreck. The ruin is made out of stone and granite type blocks. The shipwreck is made out of dark oak and jungle blocks. I found this loot in the chest. But yeah, back at spawn, this seed generates a nice big island with a shipwreck and village island right next to it. In this seed here, we have an island that is very flat. Almost all of the grass and sand blocks are on the same level as the water. I really like the look of it. The island has 6 oak trees and 1 birch tree. Oh, and there's a few lilacs too. The island generates with a warm ocean around it. This means that we can find a coral reef out there. Coral reefs are one of my favorite things in Minecraft. All of the colors look really awesome. Think about how building an underwater base would look within this place. Finally, the closest ocean monument is about 250 blocks away from the spawn island. That's actually a pretty quick travel. It generates in a deep, lukewarm ocean. Overall, I really like this little flat survival island spawn in this seed, especially with that coral reef near spawn. Now we are looking at an island that has a grass hill with 2 sections of sand just jutting out of it. Overall, it's a pretty small island. It's got 3 oak trees on it and some sugarcane too. I think these missing blocks with the sand floating above it looks pretty funny, like a little window to the other side. The island is surrounded by a deep ocean biome. About 80 blocks from the southwest of the island is the ocean monument. It being this close is both good and bad depending on what you want to do in this seed. I mean, just look how close it is. There's also a shipwreck that generates right up against the monument. It's a spruce and oak ship on its side. Inside of one chest I found this loot, and inside of the other chest I found this loot. This small island seed with just 3 trees could be a fun little challenge for you. This seed is one of my personal favorites in this video. The island itself is a decent sized island. One section of the island is plains, and the other section of the island is a forest with oak and birch trees. I think the shape of the island is pretty cool looking too. The island is surrounded by a warm ocean. Inside of that ocean, you can find a shipwreck right off the west coast of the island. It's a spruce and oak wood ship. Inside of the shipwreck, this is the loot I found inside of the first chest, the second chest, and the third chest. Also, throughout the ocean, you can see some amethyst geodes poking about, but I really wanted to show you this one on the edge of the island. Imagine building a little base inside of here. I think that could look pretty cool. With this being a warm ocean, we also get a coral reef here. As already mentioned, one of my favorite places in Minecraft. Just so very colorful. Off the south coast of the island, you can find a ruined portal. Sometimes ruined portals actually somewhat look like they belong in an ocean. This is a loot I found here. Finally, the ocean monument is only about 100 blocks from the spawn island. Of course, that gives you another seed with an ocean monument within viewing distance of the island. A ravine generates right next to this one. With everything around it and the cool looking island, this seed is definitely one of my favorites in this video. Getting into the final 5 seeds here, we have a seed with a section of grass almost fully surrounded by sand. The shape of this island is interesting. It's squared off on 3 sides. This island has just 2 oak trees on it. Could that be a challenge for you? In this seed, the ocean monument is just over 100 blocks away from the island. I think that's a really good distance for it. Not too far, not too close. Off the east coast of the island, you can find a shipwreck. It's an oak and birch ship. This is the loot that's in the chest. This island with 3 sides squared off is a really cool looking island. Next, I want to share this seed with a hill island. This side of the island just juts out of the water into a steep hill. And well, so do these sides actually. This island is a forest biome, so it has oak and birch trees. I think the island has a good mix of sand and grass. It's got a lot of dandelions too. The island is surrounded by a deep, lukewarm ocean. Off the south of the island, you can find a ruined portal. It generates right on top of a ravine. Lots of bubbles here. Here's the loot I found in the chest. The ocean monument is just over 100 blocks away from the island. It's actually really close to the ruined portal. A geode is popping out against one of the monument pillars. Overall, I think this seed is pretty cool, and the hilly terrain of the island is one of the main reasons why. Entering the final 3 seeds, I want to show you this pretty big island. This is a pretty large island, especially compared to most of the seeds shown in this video. I like the shape of this little pond. The island has a lot of trees across it and some animals too. You may have already noticed it also has this little ravine stretching across it. This could be a great island for some people who want to build and don't want to go through the process of, expanding a small island. Right off the little cape side of this island to the north, you can find an ocean ruin in the ocean. It's a stone brick and granite ruin. After digging it out, I found this loot inside of the chest here. The closest ocean monument in this seed is definitely the furthest in this video. It's over 800 blocks away. The monument does generate in a frozen ocean though, so it's cool to see it generate within the icebergs. But yeah, that big island could be a great place for some cool builds. In this seed here, we have an island with 2 ocean monuments that are super close by. So going from an island with an ocean monument fairly far away to one with 2 close by. The island itself is actually a nice size. It's got a good split of grass and sand. It's also got a bunch of trees and some sugarcane. And it has this little pond too. The first monument is about 160 blocks north of the island. It's right next to another island. You can get a look at how far it is from the spawn island here. There's also a shipwreck right near this monument. It's a spruce and junglewood ship. I found this loot in one chest and this loot in the other chest. The other monument is about 170 blocks southeast of the island, so almost the same distance away, just in the opposite direction. Have a look here at the distance. Keeping up with the competing monuments, this one also has a shipwreck nearby too. This one is a full looking dark oak and spruce wood ship. This is a loot I found in the first chest, the second chest, and the third chest. So this seed has a pretty awesome looking island with 2 ocean monuments close by. Finally, to finish off this video, in this seed we have an island surrounded by icebergs. I wouldn't make one of these videos without an island with icebergs around it. They just look so awesome when looking into the ocean. I mean, it just provides so much more of an atmosphere to the seed than just an island in the ocean. The island itself is actually 2 islands separated by a bit of water in between. They're both fairly flat. This one has a big tree, and this one has 6 trees. Within the frozen ocean, you can find an amethyst geode. I mean, what a cool spot for it to generate. It's got an iceberg right on top of it. The monument in this seed is less than 200 blocks away from the spawn island. It also generates in the frozen ocean, so of course you can see the iceberg surrounding it. I'll always love the look of that. If you travel to the mainland, you can find a few really cool things right off the coast. As you can see, there's a snow village. Within it, you can find wood buildings and snow buildings. The look of the icebergs in the ocean here look really awesome as a backdrop to the village. There's also a shipwreck here too. You can see it's a jungle and spruce ship with some of it coming out of the water. Here is the loot I found in the first chest, the second chest, and the third chest. And finally, right next to the shipwreck is a ruined portal. Some of the portal is out of the water, just like the shipwreck. Here is the loot I found in the chest. These locations could be like a cool reward for completing challenges on the island. Of course, the island itself is a really awesome one, with it surrounded by the icebergs. Well, there you have 10 survival island seeds that are working for the 1.17 Java edition of Minecraft. Let me know which seed in this video you think could be the most fun to play on. Also, in the comments, share any seeds that you think people should check out. I think now you should go check out my new TikTok or YouTube Shorts channel. Again, this video was sponsored by Dragon City. Use the link in the description to become a Dragon Master today and download the free-to-play game to get a reward. If you want to help me out, leave a like on the video. For more Minecraft videos, be sure to subscribe and click the bell to turn on notifications. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out of here. See ya.